Hi guys, so today I'm back with another anti-haul video. Last week I did a haul of everything I bought during the Sephora VIB sale. I had a giant box and so many products. But for every product that I bought, there were like 4 or 5 different products that I didn't buy. I went through the Sephora gift section to choose the things that I just think you and I don't need. So let's get started. The first thing is the Hourglass Confessions Lipstick Archive. This is $650 US. They're suggesting that it has a $684 value. So the first thing is this really isn't that good of a deal. For spending $650, you're only getting a $34 savings, which really in the grand scheme of things, if you're already willing to spend $650 on lipsticks, not great savings. Moving on, you actually don't get 30 different lipsticks in this set. You get 2 actual lipstick holders and then you get 30 refills. So this is just pretty impractical to me. I'm usually on the go. I grab my lipstick, want to throw it in my purse, go right away. If I go through all my purses, I have a million lipsticks sitting at the bottom of them, and I personally just don't have time to constantly take the little refill and put it into the it's like a gold holder and constantly swap, and I doubt you do either. If you want a lipstick, you want it to be a practical lipstick that has a cap, a holder, you can just grab and go instead of this constant little refill game. Also, if you look through the colors, there are really no drastic colors. Like if you're buying 30 lipsticks, you're expecting a pretty good range, an entire collection. Instead, you're mostly just getting pinks and reds. I counted, I think, like 4 or 5 very red tone shades that all look very similar. I'm sure if you did swatch them, they'd be a little bit different on the arm. However, you're one person and you don't need all of these different pinks and reds. I'm just thinking of other collections off the top of my head, like a full Jeffree Star collection or a Kat Von D collection, where you actually get fun and different colors, while this, it was very much the same. So I think what would end up happening if you bought this collection, A, you would buy more lipstick. I know even in your head you'd be like, this is it, I'm never gonna buy another lipstick again. You would totally want to buy more colors, and then also you would probably choose your 2 favorites, like one red and one pink, stick them in the holders and never really use the refills. So I think just in general this collection isn't very user friendly, and they just want you to get caught up in like, oh, it's Hourglass and you get this like beautiful leather looking case and these gold applicators. You're just wasting a ton of money on a luxurious product that you A, don't need, and B, can find a pretty good dupe of somewhere else. The next item in my anti-haul is the Sephora Collection Lily Lashes for Sephora Collection Perfect Pair Lash Kit, and this retails for $40. I honestly just wanted to talk about this product because when I first heard that Lily Lashes came out or was coming to Sephora, I was so excited. I love Lily Lashes, however I'm Canadian, so while the lashes themselves are already expensive, I usually have to pay for shipping as well as super expensive duties on top of it. So usually I'll do a bulk order every 3 or 4 months and just really stock up on them because, as I said before, these are my all-time favorite lashes to wear. So when I heard that they were coming to Sephora, I thought this would be so much easier. I could get free shipping, they could be in Canadian dollars. However, I saw some pretty negative reviews on the Sephora website where these lashes, who are like my favorite and a ton of beauty YouTubers' favorites, only got 3 stars, which I thought was like a little bit surprising. So I think one of the big differences here is that a lot of people enjoy the real mink lashes, and Sephora's only carrying the faux mink ones. While the prices are comparable between the faux mink ones and the real mink ones, they obviously apply very differently, at least in my personal opinion. So in this set you get Miami and you get Luxe. The Miami lashes, the faux mink ones, are approximately $30 on the Lily Lashes site. While I looked for the Luxe faux ones on the Lily Lashes site, they didn't have them. They only had the Luxe ones in the real mink. So while the prices are comparable, we have no like tangible product and price for the faux mink Luxe lashes, which I think is just contributing to the sketchiness of all of this. If you look at most of the gift sets on Sephora, they have an actual retail price, right? Like the Hourglass collection I was telling you about before, they want you to think you're saving money. So for this Lily Lashes to not have a suggested retail price, when you get 2 pairs of lashes and an applicator, that should be worth more than $40. So to me personally, I just find it a little weird that they don't have the suggested retail price. And I think it's because these lashes have been made specifically for Sephora, so they don't necessarily have the quality that you would expect of Lily lashes. When I was looking at the different comments on why people gave negative reviews to these Lily lashes, they said that the lashes, it looked like there were 2 lashes put together, so like very uneven bands, glue on the bands, and just not what you would necessarily expect for Lily lashes. So I personally won't be buying these because $40 is still a fair bit to pay for 2 pairs of lashes, and if I'm going to spend that money, I'd rather just buy the lashes from the Lily Lashes site so I know what I'm buying. And this was just a giant experiment to see how many times I could say Lily Lashes in 2 minutes. The next item in my list is the Sephora Collection Into the Stars palette. And I feel bad because I feel like I'm just really shitting on Sephora Collection here, but you know that during the holidays, Sephora really obviously tries to push their own collections, so there were a lot of these items in the gift section. So this palette is $49.50, and they're saying the suggested value of it is $227, which honestly I can believe. It's a great big set where there's a ton of product in it. You get 80 eyeshadows, 20 lip glosses, 10 cream eyeliners, 5 brow powders, 5 blushes, 5 bronzers / highlighters, 5 color correctors, 2 tutorial cards, and a decorative sticker palette. So first off, this whole palette kind of reminds me of something I got from my parents for Christmas when I was 7. It was like a kid's makeup set. The whole like diamond pan shape, the multiple different products, the really small pans, just really does remind me of children's makeup. I think more adult makeup has less products and a higher quality. The decorative sticker palette doesn't really help with the whole idea that this is children's makeup. You don't necessarily need or want a lot of this, even though it does seem like a really good deal. The 20 lip glosses you'll honestly never use. You'll be annoyed that you can't travel with them all day. Lip gloss, especially Sephora Collection lip gloss, wears off incredibly easily, and so you're not going to want something unless you're just sitting at home all day like reapplying that lip gloss. You're not going to want something that you can't travel with. The 5 color correctors and the 5 brow powders, you just won't need all 5 colors of. Choose your 2 favorites, but obviously they're such small pans that you'll use it up really quickly and be left with other colors that you don't need. Unless you're like a pro or really into makeup, you won't need this many eyeshadows. And if you are someone who's really into makeup, you probably won't really be leaning towards the quality of Sephora Collection. So overall, while this seems like a really great deal and seems like everything you could possibly need in a makeup set for only $50, at the end of the day you won't be using any of this, so it's just a complete waste of money. I'd rather personally spend that $50 on like a really good eyeshadow product or a really good like blush, bronzer, highlighter duo instead of trying to get everything, because obviously when you try to get everything, the quality just lowers. The next item on my list is the Benefit Cosmetics Boing eraser case, which is $26. I think this at first was a really cute idea, but then I looked at the breakdown of what you get. So you get 4 mini concealers. You get a sheer to medium coverage, a sheer coverage lightweight concealer, a full coverage color correcting concealer, and an industrial strength full coverage concealer. Here's my thing. Everyone likes a different type of concealer. I obviously like a very full coverage. Other people who prefer more natural makeup prefer a natural type of concealer. Everyone is very different on what type of concealer they want, but chances are is a person who, for example, likes full coverage doesn't really do a lot of lightweight concealers and vice versa. I think this is why most people only have like their favorite go-to concealer or just like 1 or 2 concealers maximum. So you don't really necessarily need a whole range of minis to try out. I think this would be perfect if you were just getting started into makeup and wanted to figure out what type of concealer works best for you. However, that's not the case for most of us. Personally, I just started with a lightweight concealer and then just moved up over the years. And I think Benefit realizes that this is very gimmicky and no one necessarily needs 4 concealers, which is why they put it in that adorable pencil-shaped bag. When I first saw the bag, I was like, I want that. I don't want anything that's in it, but I want that. Obviously, it's stupid inexpensive to buy a bag that I probably will throw with the rest of my makeup bags for $26, which is the main reason that I didn't buy it. And then another problem is that this only comes in 2 very light shades. I think that the shades would work for my skin tone. However, it's not very inclusive to everyone, which is obviously something that I don't like to see in brands, especially brands as big as Benefit. My personal opinion on this is that if you're already making these pencil cases, you're already making these minis, why would you not make them in a full range of colors? But regardless, the product isn't worth it and you don't need it, so it doesn't matter. But I would have liked to have seen a fuller shade range in that. The next is the Tom Ford Lip Color, which is $54. And I like how Sephora just snuck this into their gift giving section, like, oh, you need this is a luxurious product, this is something people are gonna love to open on Christmas Day, even though this is obviously something that's carried on Sephora's website and Tom Ford's website and anywhere you can buy Tom Ford makeup 24/7. It's not a holiday item. However, it's a very expensive lipstick, and I think that they put it into this gift giving guide. They want you to think that you need it, which is what they do with all of their Christmas products. I just think that giving a single lipstick, because this is really expensive, is a very small gift at the end of the day. Say you're getting this for your best friend and you think that you're spending a lot of money and this will be something that she really likes. At the end of the day, you're giving a box that's like this big for Christmas. It's a singular lipstick, and I think when Sephora has things like their big holiday sets right now where you can get something like 16, 18 lipsticks for the same price, that's a much better value, and it also shows that this is very overpriced. Sephora is trying to get some boyfriends, some dads who just think like makeup is the perfect gift and the more you spend, the better the quality, which isn't necessarily the case, and I think just spending that for lipstick in general is absolutely ridiculous. So good try, Sephora, for sneaking it into your gift giving section. However, I'm not buying it. The final product on this list, which I thought was very interesting, was the Adler, I'm gonna call it Adler. I've never known how to pronounce this. The Adler Cologne Advent Calendar, which is $54 and has an $145 retail suggested value. I actually believe that this probably is the price of all these perfumes together. These, like, Adler is a very expensive brand. The colognes smell really, really nice. Very, like, adulty, fresh, doesn't have a very strong smell of alcohol to them. You can tell they're high-end perfumes. And how do I know this? Because I literally have an entire bag full of these samples from Sephora. You can tell because this is an expensive brand and it's not a brand that's like very well known and necessarily associated with perfume, like a Chanel, Dior, Dolce & Gabbana, that type of deal. Sephora's been really trying to push it, which is why all the time I've seen their perfumes as part of the like 3 free samples you can get, as well as 100-point rewards. So I definitely have this amount of Adler cologne in my own personal collection, and I have gotten 100% of it for free. So I think this advent calendar probably is a really cute idea if you like perfume. At the same time, if you just every time you order from Sephora get the 3 free samples of Adler cologne, you'll easily have this amount of cologne. And I think a lot of people have just started to associate the brand with free samples. The only thing that I've never personally seen you can get for free is the soaps. However, $49 to spend on soaps is absolutely ridiculous. If you want the Adler cologne soaps, you can just buy them separately and put them with the rest of your collections of samples. So that's it for this anti-haul. I had a lot of fun going through the different products and deciding what was and wasn't worth it. Have you bought any of these products, and would you buy any of these products? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me when you leave a comment or a like. See you next time.